Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who Vex Lewis? Good to see you, Siobhan McDonald, Beatrice Selby, Kevin Chisholm. Good to see you, Kevin. Good to see you. Good to see all the other folks who are joining us across social media. We have a hangers on from the morning program, FYI. We have Jarita Finance in the studio with us, the one and only.
You grace with my presence.
You know the woman, I know the woman, we all know the woman. And your one.
Ah,
You know the woman, I know the woman, we all know the woman. Jarita Finance, the one and only. We need a drum roll there.
hey
I
guys,
think
how
we
are
need a
you
drum roll.
doing? Good to be here this midday. It's always nice to just stay on so I can do the podcast. My hair is down. I'm not looking all proper and decent, but you guys
Mm-hmm.
not seeing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm allowed. I'm allowed to be a little
Yep.
not put together.
Yep. 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 Good to
But
have you, Jarita. Good to have you here.
yeah, what are you guys having for lunch this midday? What are you doing this midday as you're joining us? I know a lot of persons join us from work, Sharon. A lot of persons take their lunch break to actually go into the lunch
I did say it needed a drum roll, so there you go.
room. That was a
Jar-
loud drum roll.
Jarita
Listen.
Finance. It's loud in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Jarita Finance, drum roll. Can we do it again? Maybe not.
Do your drum roll. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jarita Finance.
Thank you.
We extra,
Yes.
we extra. Good to have each and every one of you with us. Couldn't do it without you guys. You guys make the show what it is. Make the podcast what it is, folks. And right off the bat, we're picking up from our discussion this morning. You need so much time to really, you unpack these conversations and these subject matters. The International Republican Institute, we said to you guys, did a report quite recently, and they had a lot of things to talk. Rashly Ford, I was coming just
Mm-hmm.
he just got IE, what? Yeah, just guys. Some of y'all like people. Some of y'all like people. So we're going to be discussing that electoral reform, what the report says about that, election results, what the this IRI report said about that, the cost of living, what the IRI report said about that. We're going to be discussing those issues. But what are you guys having for lunch, folks? I still got some routine curry from breakfast this morning. I'm watching that. Got to finish that off, and then we're going to think about lunch afterwards. Trina, anything is on your mind for lunch?
Actually, no. I think I just had a little bit of roti and curry, so I'm good to go.
Oh, you just had some routine curry.
Yes,
Me know why you follow me, Stop following
yes.
me.
That's
Follow me.
that's the whole thing.
Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Listen, if roti and curry about, this will be
That's it,
eating.
that's it, that is it, that is it. Good to have you, Rhonda Spencer Thorm and June Chase, Paula Mattis. Good to have you, folks. Feel free. As a matter of fact, we encourage you, we insist you share the damn live stream, smash the emoji button, and partner with us. Good to see all of you. Latoya, our guide. Latoya, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a couple of days, but Loretta, that is, apologies. Loretta, it's the dark eye, dark eye. Aren't you hungry after all? Loretta Argyle, good to see you. I see Jean Williams is here as well. Jean Williams, good to see you. I see Facebook user. Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep, yep. Tessa Waterman is here as well. Good to see you, Tess. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, Tessa? I'm so glad to hear from you and all the other folks who've been hitting us up. We want to say good morning to you, Jennifer Haynes. Good day to you, Jennifer. Isabella Butters. Good day to you as well. All the folks who give us a shout out. William Bell Armstrong, John Gomes. Good to see you. Oh, we're so happy that you guys are here. Elizabeth Hamilton, how are you doing? Good to see you, Elizabeth. All the other beautiful, lovely folks. Lorraine, how are you doing, Lorraine?
I'm seeing that Palm Halls is watching from the west side. So hey to you guys watching from the west side. How are you doing over there? I see Susan London and I see Patricia Gravesandi Goodman also joining us. Say good day, my beautiful family. Good day to you, all you wonderful folks that's joining below the belt as we
Mm-hmm.
continue
Mm-hmm.
with our discussion, what's going on in our country,
Yes.
everything pertinent to Guyana, things that
Yes.
affects you, your family, and your communities altogether.
Yes. We're very happy that all of these guys are here. Claire Capel and Jean Williams, Sherlander Beresford, Christopher Wilson. Chris, how are you doing? Chris, let us know how you're doing. As a matter of fact, I'm really happy that we have Chris with us. And, we got our own style. Yeah, don't bother with we, right?
Hmm.
Mind we, not we business, right? Mind we, not we business. Good to have Chris here with us today. And sometimes we just switch things up and do things our own unique way. And that's why, they can't style we. Because just like that, Chicha, we can cause it. Just like that. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. And we see folks who we know have been here from a little while, and that's how we do things. We is
Definitely.
how we be. We is
Definitely.
how we be.
See, I saw Edward Gonzalez and a comment
Yeah.
from the Bronx, and I remember.
Donald Booker is here. Yeah, yeah, freeze, freeze frame, Edward from the Bronx. Karen Smith, good to see you. Roxanne Odessa, good to see you as well. Roxanne Garaway, good to see you. Jeanette Wong, good to see you, Jeanette. Uh, I see Brenda Braffett is also here as well. Thomasina Ben. Gotta come so close to the screen these days.
Thomasino,
Thomasina
that's a
Ben
unique name.
is here. Yeah, it's a lovely name for my dad. Donna Liverpool is here. Shakira Phillips. Shakira's them. I always associate that name Shakira with hot people.
Mm-mm-mm.
Shakira.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, from the singer Shakira, or you have other association with that name. So, no Shakira,
I
the
know a couple of
singer.
Shakiras,
Yeah.
and there's always be hot people like the singer.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Donna Liverpool is saying good day, MP Sheridan, all the right thinking
John, how are you
Guyanese.
doing?
It's French Guyana in the house. Respect and
Oh
manners.
yes, oh yes. I like my French and my Guyanas.
Yes. So
Good to see you.
Maxine Monroe. Hey, Maxine said day.
Good
So
to see you, Maxine. Welcome, welcome, Maxine. Brenda Braffett is here. Crystal Simon is here as well. Rena Williams. All the folks we love to hear from. All of the folks we really love to hear from. From time to time, we are so happy that you
mhm.
guys are here. Good to see you. Kylo Tech is here. Good afternoon. Respect and manners.
Hey Kylo Tech, how are you
Hey,
doing?
hey.
For the life of me, can't remember your correct name.
Yes, you told us a couple of times. We gotta start thinking of memory so great that
Yeah,
write
the
these
age
things
and
down.
stage.
We're the age and stage. Right?
Dawn Cook, how are you doing, Dawn? You good?
Thomasina has agreed with us that Thomasina is the best name.
Yes, Thomasina is the best name. That's always nice. It's nice when you have a unique name because I often say that things like your email address, and so you don't have to put a number at the end of it to distinguish yourself. You just Thomasina, that's it, at gmail.com. I don't think nobody else rival in the name. I see Paulette is on also. Paulette Kippins is watching with you. June Cameron. Hey June, how are you doing there? I see Marl Joseph. Marl, I'm noting the
Annette Nichols too.
emojis there. I think it's some parachutes. I see that. Marilyn Thomas, good afternoon to everyone. And Siobhan McDonald's, and today's menu is mac and cheese,
Oh wow.
baked chicken, and
Bims.
fried rice with swank.
Like it's your birthday.
Sorry.
Happy birthday one time. Happy birthday one time.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday.
I see Roxanne Andrews is saying good day. Okay, I see Doreen Clark says good afternoon, MP Duncan. Can you please authenticate if there will be a visit with Ali and Mr. Norton?
Correct, correct,
Based on the report, there seems to have been a
correct.
confirmed intention to meet. It doesn't
Authenticated.
be very specific,
Authenticate.
you
I
know.
spelled something very nice here. Authenticated.
Dawn Cook. Hey, Dawn. Yeah, Dawn says she's good. Yeah, I'm glad you're good, Dawn. I definitely got to pay Dawn and visit one of our family members here. Hey, I see Avril Goodman is with us. Good afternoon to your family. Hey, good afternoon to you too, Avril
Mm-hmm.
Goodman. Sandra Jones says good afternoon.
Hey, Sandra.
Yolanda says good afternoon, everyone.
Hey, Yolanda.
The name is separated as we're saying it. So,
Hey, Yolanda.
oh my goodness, I see. Is it Pat Davison is watching with us right now, guys? It's always a pleasure to be here. Candace and more is joining us right now. Rhonda Lane, Stacy Ann Stroll. Good afternoon to my dear beloved brother and sister.
Randy
Here's
says he's
Stacy
watching
Ann.
from JFK. Did I see that?
Yes, so Randy Game says I'm watching from JFK International Airport.
Where are you heading, Randy?
Randy
Where are you heading?
traveling.
Mind your
You
business.
just retire, you're leaving.
Where you heading? Where you heading? Or you working there? You could be working there too.
I see Shalom.
Philander.
Uh, Shalom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Philander.
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 Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Correct.
joining us also. Marta Harris, Brenda Brathwaite, GT Rude, gal. Is right. I'm on Seable. GT Rude girl say I'm on Seable. I don't know if GT Rude girl is sending a message there, Sharon. I see Rhonda Lane is with us. Carl Miller. Hey Carl, how are you doing? And Edward Brooms. I see also Delon is here with us under this fancy name.
Mm-hmm.
Under this fan. Guys, if you hear any bit of feedback, it's Sharon and some
Wrestling
and
with a plastic bag here.
wrestling with a plastic
Do
bag.
you have the spoon, guys?
There's a spoon right
Thank you.
there.
It's okay. So everything makes noise here.
Oh my goodness.
Stay tuned. Randy says he's working there, Jim. You see, I thought as
Oh
much. I
Lord.
thought as much. We gotta give you a shout. We'll be back in truth.
And so Randy is having his lunch break
Mm-hmm.
and he's with us. I see Alia Waldron says, where are the boots? Alia is asking for the boot, Sharon. Where are the boots? I see is it Jean Williams is joining us from Brooklyn, and Doreen Clark is saying please have Mr. Roydale on to discuss about the CCJ issue and the petition. Oh, on that note, I have to tell you it's Roydale's birthday today. So
Yes.
happy birthday to Roydale Ford, my colleague, member of parliament. He has been doing outstanding work on behalf of the APNUAFC coalition, and we want to wish him all the best today. So, guys, be sure to wish Royce Ford a very happy birthday. He has been out working, warring for the people of this country. So,
Mm-hmm.
happy
Mm-hmm.
birthday, Royce Dale.
Mm-hmm. Correct is right. Correct is right.
So, I see Dylan.
Happy birthday, Chief.
Yeah, I see Dylan is saying, I'm listening from Tamiri Tower. Our eyes and ears on the ground all over us.
Boots on the ground.
Most guys, did you hear that thumping in the background? Aliyah Sherrod ain't paying. Aliyah said Sherrod ain't paying me no money. I would appreciate that. Aliyah, I think the boots was for you there
Boots on the
just
ground.
now. That boots that was on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Sherrod, you actually have virtual boots on the ground.
Mhm.
Sherrod, you don't play seriously. So I have to tell Royce Lil to come through and check out the comment section. Everyone is wishing him a happy birthday right now.
It's
A
Royce
lot of love going out to Royce Lil Ford at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I see Carol Rollins is here. I think Glycis Mingo Burn. Hey Glycis, I just saw you there. And Gloria Fraser is also here with us. Guys, we are having quite a day to continue our discussion as we continue to go through the reports, the
Mm-hmm.
IRI report that was actually done.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of information to be dissected. But
Nothing irregular. Roysdale, hold for me. And Roysdale, I just want you to know that you're live. We're on air. I just want you to know that. So you choose your words carefully. We've been wishing you happy birthday on air, sir.
Thank you very much, Jared. Thank you.
Royce,
And the folks would love to hear how you're celebrating your birthday. Thanks for coming through in such short notice. Just to let us know how you're spending this birthday. Happy birthday, and may you live to see many more. The folks have been wishing you happy birthday in the comment section, and we just thought that they should hear from you directly how you've been spending the day. Folks, Roy Stilford, Senior Counsel, Member of Parliament, and Shadow Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General. Roy Still.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. This is a surprise, but
yes.
I'll be spending the birthday. I spend the birthday as I usually do. I had a lot of work to do today, but I decided, I'll take some time off and just relax at home for a bit.
That you need that.
Yeah, I think those pensive, quiet, reflective birthdays tend to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it,
Royceville,
it is. It is.
you,
And a lot is
uh-huh.
happening, it gives you an opportunity to reflect on your contribution and where you want to see your country go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Royceville, I have to say
We tend to
happy.
believe that birthdays are just about the person, but it's about the entire family, the community, and the
Correct,
friends.
correct. But I want to tell you that the comment section is blowing up right now. You have tons of love coming your way, tons of birthday wishes, everyone wishing you all the best. I see Winston Henry saying happy birthday, Mr. Ford. Suzanne is here. Pat Davidson is saying happy birthday. Loretta is saying happy birthday to you, Roysdale. Onika Light, happy birthday. Sandra Jones is saying happy birthday. Honorable Ford, much blessings to you. Donna Liverpool, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Royce there. We extra,
We extra today.
Happy birthday, City Council. Right there, Teresa.
Sharon is extra today. Oh my God. I see Karen Smith to say happy birthday, Mr. Ford. Love, Faith Joseph. Happy birthday, Mr. Ford. Blessings always. And guys, everyone is there. GT Rude Gal say happy Earth Strong Day. GT Rude Gal is talk the talk, you know. So I see.
Cheryl Mullerin says happy birthday, Mr. Ford.
Yes, yes, yeah. Robert Pops Arch say happy birthday, champ. Enjoy your day. And I see it's it. Pinky is there also. Paulette says blessed or strong to you. And Royce, there are hundreds of comments waiting for you. So you need to go through those on your own time. When you have the time, make sure that you can go through there and just to soak in all the love the persons have for you. But I have to say, hear from us that we appreciate you and all that you're
Yes, we
doing.
do. Yes, we
And
do.
we are sending some virtual hugs so far to remind you that you owe us cake and a
I was
drink
about to say
also.
we aren't adverse to cake and so on. We aren't at all. Right? And Royce, you know also acutely how things tight in this country, so we tend to eat well when we eat out. So rock and come in.
And the last comment I'm gonna read, I see Desiree Simon Liverpool says, happy birthday, Mr. Brilliant Ford. Happy birthday, Mr. Brilliant Ford.
Proper
Okay?
characterization. Proper.
In order. She's in
I'm
order.
feeling the love. I'm feeling the love.
Thanks for coming through in just short notice, Royce there.
And enjoy the rest of
Thank
your
you.
day.
Thank you.
Folks,
Fantastic.
don't hesitate. Go blow up his inbox.
Thanks, Royce there.
Have a good one.
Great. That was Royce Ford. Happy birthday again. Good to see Kylo Tech Clark. There's a lot of Kylo Techs here.
Yes, I'm
It's a
noticing
popular
right
name.
now.
It's a popular name, Kylo Tech. The name for the year. Just if anything happens, Kylo Tech.
Yes, yes.
Little Kylo. We plan to send Rita before the year finishes, so who
Oh
knows?
my goodness.
Little Kylo could be on the way.
Look, Sharon is in the background with a plastic bag. I think that we're gonna have to
Apologies.
send him our
I couldn't do better.
Kim Walk said rock and come people.
What am I going?
Yes, guys. Yeah, so Royce was celebrating his birthday today, like we said, and thank you all so much for sending and sharing the love. I know that's some genuine love that you have for Royce Dale. He's one of the
We didn't plan that. We just.
yes, we didn't plan it. It's just off the top of my head. Someone was actually asking for you to bring him on
Yeah, yeah.
for an update on the CCJ matter.
Why not?
So
Another day we can do the update on the
yes,
situation. Another day.
on a lighter day for him. Let's say this is his birthday. Let him relax a little bit before we get back to the heavy stuff, the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And
Sharon.
I'm so happy about that. I feel so mischievous today. You won't believe it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's is that a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good thing. Right? It's a very good thing. And we're going to see how it goes. But we're going to be talking about this IRI report. Because it has so much juice in it.
Well, I just have to pause you there.
Pause
me. Becky Summer is asking what's the Zelle number.
The Zelle number.
Yes.
If you give me 1 second, could Becky WhatsApp me? I'm going to send it to her one time.
Could you
WhatsApp us 627-6963, Becky, and I'm going to WhatsApp it to you. And how better it is than we have Becky here asking for it. Who knows? Other folks might want it too. So you can WhatsApp us, and we're going to send it to you one time, Becky. We don't waste time.
Summer.
We don't waste time. WhatsApp me, and I'm going to send you one right away. But it's 864-316-8403. 864-316-8403. But if you WhatsApp me, I'm going to still send it to you.
I think you can call it back one more time.
864-376.
376
8403. That's the Zelle number.
8403. Okay, so I'm going to be replying in a comment on Facebook where the question was posed, and I just replied there. So there you have it.
Yep.
Everyone else that needs it.
Good to have all you folks here with us. This is a mix-up show. We just go with it. We just go with things. We get a vibe and we just go with it. But we're going to be talking about this IRI report in very, very short order. But I think really part of what makes this show what it is that we love the interaction with the viewers, with the listeners, with our supporters, with the fans. The folks who are the other end of the broadcast, and we tend to want to pull them into the broadcast too, and not just have people listen to us. But we like to hear from the folks that we talk to on a daily basis.
Yep.
And I think by now most of us are family. Most of us are family. If I hear you guys, if I see you guys, you earn the right to you come over by me just to go in the pot. You don't have to ask. You just make yourself happy. Go in the fridge. Might be nothing there, but you look at it.
Whenever we go to Barbies in particular, there's this one colleague that we have always cooks up a storm every time we go to Barbies. Like he always makes so many different things, and I have to say I appreciate. And I understand, Cheryl, why you got stuck in Barbies here. So they're good cooks.
I went in Barbies to drop some papers, and I ended up staying.
You never return.
Never come back. You think they're strong.
Oh my goodness. I understand.
I used to go in Barbies.
But so much happening there, we still continue to speak about the fact that the fishermen are in a desperate situation.
Correct, that's right.
They are in a position that they are finding it extremely difficult to provide any basic living for their families, food, clothing, shelter, everything is at risk right now because their main economic activity, fishing, is actually being threatened. And that is something that we continue to speak about, and very much also, as sad as it can be, it even got worse with the announcement that the government of the day was not able to secure that agreement with the Suriname president to get them those licenses. So very, very sad situation.
It's a very, very expensive trade because the Surinamese they're now left to rent licenses directly from Surinamese for a very exorbitant cost, $4,500 US, $4,500 US per boat per year.
Yeah.
And then they're being asked to leave their boats in Surinamese water after they finish fishing and so on, and you could only retrieve them when you're going fishing in Surinamese water. Then they're asking some of the boats to cut down to a particular size and all of that. It's a really, really difficult time now in that industry there. And, our thoughts are with those guys, man. Our
Yeah.
thoughts are with those guys.
And that's why we continue to say a lot of times you see big projections of high GDP numbers, but then you need to separate the oil GDP from the non oil GDP and to see what the other sectors in the country is actually doing and how they're performing. And we'll be able to realize further that the country, all the other sectors are actually done struggling. And that's the bread and butter of the people in this country.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
very, very sad at the way in which people are, the authorities of the day are going about dealing with the situation. And I dare say that a little hamper, half pint peas, 2 pound sugar, and those things, it doesn't fix the problem because I remember specifically when the meeting was had with the fishermen and the plight was being related to the officials. They were given a hamper, and I said at that point in time that that does not address the issue. And here we are, the same situation persists, it continues, and it is devastating to those families. And we must do better. They deserve better than that.
Yep, yep, yep. Indeed. And, folks are telling us that we need to be in Linden because there's some stuff happening there too. And we're going to be covering all of that. And even with that said, we plan to be in Linden because we want to be part of an activity that's coming up there shortly. And once y'all know that.
Marlon Thomas. Yes, Marlon, we just took note of that particular comment and we're going to be looking into that with experience. I
Yep.
see Morna Stoby is there, and Morna says, I am
Yep,
from
yep, yep,
Barbados.
yep, 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 yep.
This is our country.
And believe it or not, we have Marlon live with us. Marlon, what are you hearing happening in Linden? Welcome to the broadcast.
Okay, a staff from Linden Hospital Complex just called me via telephone.
Talk to us.
And she said to me, letters are being shared out at LHC. So I asked her, what was the letters about? She said, things to make you cry. So I said, did you receive a letter? She said, no, she's on days off. But she understands that 4 other staff members have already collected their letters of dismissal.
We're going to be certain to look into that.
Yes, so LAC is under attack again by Rudy Small.
Yeah, yeah.
I said to her just now, because I said, what's my problem with y'all? The MPs alone cannot do it. The other people have to come out with the MPs. I said that when the nurses were on strike, so the allegations that he made about nurses, the entire hospital staff should have stepped down and get him to remove. So, let's get your letters, do their letters, and take it to German Figueroa and the regional chairman.
Yeah. I hear you, Marlon. I hear you.
And most definitely, that's
I
something
hear
that
you.
we have to
Marlon,
follow.
how are you otherwise? How are you otherwise? We love to hear from our listeners, viewers, or supporters. How are you doing otherwise? How is New York? All right, it says at our end, reconnecting.
Yeah, I think we have some bit of connectivity issue there, but that's a very very serious.
Marlon, how are things otherwise at your end? How is New York?
I am otherwise keeping fit.
Awesome.
Doing what I gotta do to go and look after the patient and work. So I just left one client and I'm on my way to my next spot to do my other 4 hours.
Awesome.
Cold. Yes, the place is cold.
Awesome. I love the fact that people are being productive and you're being productive. You're just still what's the comes to do. Yo, hey. Thanks for coming through, Marlon. Thank you very much. Yep. Folks, that's how we do it here. That's how we do it. We love that we can just reach out and touch our supporters in this way and hear from you guys directly. We love that. Glenford Gordon and Savannah Page and Pansy Field, Bella Mona, all of you fantastic guys who are joining us. We love you guys as fans and supporters, as family, fans and family.
That is correct. You know, I listened to the that complaint that was that Marlon just gave, and that's something that we'll definitely be checking in to see the authenticness of the information, and we thank persons for bringing those information to us at that speed. And again, I say that, like Marlon rightly advised, you know, when these things happen, the faster we are informed, the quicker we are able to actually to see get the details in proper of what is going on to bring it to the forefront. There is only so much that you can do without information. So once persons share the information with us, we'll be able to do our part.
Correct is right. Right is correct.
So thank you so much, Marlon
Thanks for
Thomas,
coming
for
through, Marilyn.
that.
And Marilyn is always in the forefront of the issues that are happening here, even though she is in the diaspora. And, oftentimes championing lots of these causes. And Marilyn is one of those folks, if you got a protest down there in Brooklyn or in Queens, she's there, boots on the ground, literally, boots on the ground. She don't play. Marilyn don't play at all. So happy that she joined us today. So happy about that.
Yeah, you see how these programs have a way of creating themselves. We come on with one idea about our discussion, and then as things transpire, it like I said this morning, um, we just have so much devastating information and news to bring every single step of the way. As fast as you're reporting on one, something else is happening. It's most ridiculous at this point.
You ain't getting a chance to catch yourself.
Nope.
You're not getting a chance to catch yourself at all. You're not getting a chance to catch yourself. That's the way things are going. That's the way things are going. One issue to the next. Right? But thanks for coming through, Marlon, and all the other folks who are listening. We're going to turn our attention to the topic at hand, guys, the IRI report. The IRI report.
Yes, most definitely.
Respect and manners. As we said, lots of juice. If it were a cane, a lot of juice coming out of this, out of this issue here, this report. A lot of juice ain't coming out of Gaisuko, but a lot of juice coming out of the IRI report. And I ain't hear them boys address it yet. And we know all the reasons why. For instance, one of the things that we're understanding from the report that was done and based on what you call it, Twitter, the research that they were doing, the poll that was conducted, they're telling us, for instance, on the issue of electoral reform, about 98%, is it that?
98%.
98% of the population in the dark on the oil and gas sector, for instance. 98%. Right.
Basically, that's basically saying that there's just a couple of people that knows what's going on and has an understanding for what is happening in oil and gas as it pertains to oil and gas in that sector. But the majority of the population, almost everyone else besides those few persons, have absolutely no idea what is going on, what direction the country is going in, how the resources will be utilized, and all of these things that we have been saying. This morning I made a mention of the fact that this entire poll, the report that comes off of it, is basically saying that everything that we have been speaking about day after day is absolutely correct, and we have been absolutely accurate in all the information that we have been given. This is not a poll done by the coalition. The coalition didn't do this poll, but yet the information that is coming out from the poll is saying exactly what we have been saying every single day. So guys, this is just a bit of justification, I could say, a bit of further facts to back up what we have been saying.
Peace and power. Peace and power. And so that is on the oil and gas front.
Yeah.
98% of persons don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got on the electoral reform front, 81% of Guyanese, according to the International Republican
They want
Institute, a
electoral
poll,
reform. Yep.
81% of Guyanese want electoral reform. They dissatisfied with the system. That is, over to y'all, PPP.
That's as crazy as it is.
81% of the population.
Yeah, there's for it is 22% of Guyanese have trouble feeding themselves and family. And when you talk about persons having trouble feeding themselves and family, you're talking about absolute poverty.
I thought we got
That's
a
what
big
it
GDP
is.
here. I thought we got a big GDP here, man. 40% gross domestic product growth and all of that. I thought everything nice is nice time.
Yep, but when you see 22% of persons saying that they have a difficulty feeding their families, it just goes back to the fact that what we've been saying all the time. It's one thing for persons to go out there and say that they have this great plan for the country and the monies are being utilized efficiently and effectively, but then the fact remains that persons are starving in this country. That is what that says. People are starving in our country. My
I'm starving
goodness.
right now. That's why I am hunging down this little channel. I hung it on the channel. I ain't even know if I got the money to buy a little drink to go with it.
Out of the plastic bag. A true definition of the reality of things on the ground. It's as bad as it sounds. We're not even trying to make this up. Can't make this up.
I want to go a different way with this channel. I want to go a different way.
Oh my goodness. And the interesting enough about the poll is that this data was actually gathered in January of this year. January of this year is when the data was gathered. You gotta forgive me, but usually when I look at any poll and information and study, those are the information that I go through. When was it done? Was the sampling technique used? And those pertinent questions that come to my mind immediately. Oh my goodness. But it's very, very sad to see the data coming out.
22% of Guyanese can't make ends meet. That's pretty interesting. So that's just a bit of data coming out of the poll. I think there's another one we should let you guys know about in terms of the numbers, because Julia love the numbers.
Yep.
Right. 38% of Guyanese do not believe the election results reflect the will of the people. 38% of Guyanese believe that election results don't reflect the will of the people.
Yeah, basically the people are saying that this is not it, and we need to have
Fraud is fraud.
a new election.
Fraud is fraud.
Yeah, that's what it said. When you have an administration in power that is sitting in office and on the representation of a one-seat majority, and then at the same time you see 38% of the persons in this country do not have confidence in the results of the election and for it to be reflecting the will of the people. Basically, what it's saying is that the people don't have confidence that the government of the day is actually authentic, to put it mildly.
Interesting. Very interesting finding, Julia.
I think what it is actually is that only 38% believe it does represent the will. I think that's what it says.
Oh, I see. Apologies there.
Percent
Only.
that it does represent the
Which is even worse.
will of the
Which is even worse.
people. Only 38% believe that it does represent the will of the people. So basically, it's saying 62% don't believe that it represents the will of the people. So when you have an administration in office of with a one-seat majority in the parliament, and then 62% of the people is actually saying that they don't believe it represents the will of the people, then basically the people is saying that they don't believe the government of the day is actually the government that should actually be the government of the
62%.
day. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So.
Wow. No, Drucker wants to know how come things so tight in the country with all those events full of people. All the parties full with people.
Well, I think
All
Amanda
the shows.
actually touched on that a bit this morning because she was saying that a lot of times these things are deliberately organized and so on and so forth to distract from the real issues. People have a way of trying to deal with these things in their own way and form.
Hmm.
And if we're to actually look at the psychological um, architecture behind those things, you would understand and that methodology has been used not only in this country but in other countries as well to distract from what is going on. You tend to show people a good time for a moment for them to forget about all the hardship and struggles that they have been going through. And then when they're back into it and you think they've been exhausted to the point that they can't take it anymore, you throw something else so
Correct,
that
correct,
you always keep them in check.
correct on all points.
Yeah.
Correct on all points, and that's what this administration has been doing all
But let
this.
me just say, I'm
Go
not,
ahead.
I'm not, I'm not against in any way, shape, or form entertainment. I believe it's a necessary component
Hmm.
also. But I do believe that when it comes to the standard of living of persons and the punishment of people in the country, then those things are things to be prioritized as against providing for those persons with entertainment. They need to be able to have a better standard of living for themselves and for their families and all of that before we go into the full party zone and all of that. So,
Yeah, and it's quite strange how people think, because some people could be using some of their quote unquote disposable income, Twitter, just to go out there and, yeah, I want to escape this
yeah,
monotony. That's
yeah,
part of it. That's
yeah.
that's a main part of it. I want to escape, the fact that I ain't getting a big pay, and I want to escape, you know, ills I'm seeing in the society and all that. I just want to come in for myself.
Yeah.
So that's part of it too.
Yeah, what persons have also, they have another coping mechanism that they need to follow keenly is that they tend to laugh off things. If you see something happening, you'll see something very serious can happen, and you will see thousands of memes all over social media because persons tend to find a way to just laugh it off so they don't go into the state of depression
Yep.
altogether.
Like the jumpy board, and I've heard Irfan comment on the jumpy board, right? Like the jumpy board, we laugh it off. The Karen Crow mixed with cross with a jumpy board. Talk to us about that, Rita, because you've been following that. Some comments attributed to
Oh,
Irfan Ali
oh
about the
my
jumpy board.
goodness.
Interesting time too.
Huh, it's ugly. I listen. Let me put it.
Put it.
I come from a very my family have a very
You're different.
artistic background. I
You're
can say
different.
that much. Like a lot of my relatives do art,
Mm.
and I have an acute appreciation for art
Talk to us.
altogether.
Mhm.
So I am not someone to critique art easily. I like to look further into art
Give
and
the
all of
give the
that.
artist the benefit.
Yes, basically. I believe that everyone have their basic skill level, and
I like where it's going.
no, I'm serious.
Mhm.
I believe everyone have their skill level, and I appreciate people that work towards development and developing their level of skill. But I believe for a project that is going to be there, like a representation of our country, where it's going and all of that, I think a little bit more effort should have been put into it, a little bit more thought into it. And I do have to say that whomever the artist was, I'm sure the intention was well put together in the person's head. But a lot of times when people think about things in the way in which it come out doesn't really reflect the
Yeah.
intention. So I think that's what happened there. The
Yeah.
actual structure may
Yeah.
not be a good representation of the idea that went
Yeah.
into that. So
So you think the bird in the artist's head was better than the jumpy bird that come out? Yes, you see. The bird in the artist's head could have been a strapping, brawny, harpy eagle, but the what came out at the end was a jumpy bird.
It looked like a horror thing, like to be honest.
Look
So,
like a horror thing.
I don't know the artist, but I'm thinking to myself that the time that the artist actually got to do it probably resulted in the finished product being the way it
But
is.
artists ought to have said, I will not reduce my standard. If you want it fast, go someplace else. But
Nobody's
your
gonna
name is
say
attached to
no.
that. Things too tight.
Nobody's gonna say that they're not gonna take the job. Things tight in this country. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
glad for a
Mm-hmm.
little hold on when it comes to these things. But I do believe that if we hear the whole story, we would hear that the person did not get adequate time. Because I'm sure, let me remind you of this. Persons listening, you will remember, I think Sherry spoke about the fact that at one point in time there was nothing in the middle of the roundabout, and they had put the clay bricks
Yeah.
right through
Yeah. If it's
and
clear, she's
completely covered. And
concrete.
then just like that, one morning they got up and break it out, you know, and decided they're putting this structure in the middle.
Yeah.
So based on that alone, you would know that this is not something that had time to be conceptualized and all of that. So I do
Properly.
believe,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do believe what is serious is that the waste of resource, because I think that it's something that needs to be redone. And I can see, you can look under the wing and you can see, like, when you're doing the costumes for school, and so your teacher just get some spray paint and just spray across.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can see it was something that was rushed. That is a point that I'm making. So I don't want to give flashes to the artist, but I think that there's more to it, like
Let me
we
do it for
often
you.
say.
Let me do it for you. So, basically, Irfan is saying that he stands by his jumpy board.
Addison Richard said, "Did anyone see the board this morning?" Look,
We didn't have any scraps, unfortunately. Things are very tight at our
Allison,
end.
Allison, I'd
Right?
rather be your friend.
Things are very tight at our end. But if you Alison wants to send a little something, we can make sure the board is fed.
Um, most definitely,
Must got a
most
little crumbs to the board.
definitely. We would go and actually, do that for
Let
you.
me call back the number for you guys. Some folks are asking for the number. Hold on. Let me call it back for you.
Oh, some
So,
folks are just
asking.
wanting to
Yeah,
confirm
yeah.
the
Folks, why don't you
cell
WhatsApp us and
number.
we'll send you that number quickly.
Oh my goodness.
627 hold on. WhatsApp us at 627 6963, and we're going to make sure that we send you that number. Ensure that you WhatsApp us. We're going to send you that number, because I don't want you guys to miss it. But let me call it back just for your benefit. I'm going to call it back just for the benefit of you beautiful folks. Only because it's y'all. Why did you do it? As soon as I get it, I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, Shirt is working on that. Again, allow me to say that when you want a certain type of work, you have to give the time to the persons to actually do the work, and also for the time for persons to do the work, and also properly conceptualize what is to be done. Guys, I don't know. It's a good thing that they're asking, but the number is actually 864-316-8403.
We're gonna put it in. We're gonna see if we can finish it.
I'm gonna actually check back the one. So it's gonna be placed in there, and Shirt is actually going to.
Yep. Quite a day, folks. Lots of stuff happening at our end. We're gonna try to keep you guys as posted as we can. As these issues develop, and we have some updates. But Irfan is standing by his jumping bird. He's standing by the bird.
Yeah, I think he said he's standing by the artist actually, and I don't know who the artist is, so I have no bias towards the artist or against the artist.
This thing needs a COI. It needs a COI.
But this was actually taxpayers' dollars being spent there, so most likely all of us need to be properly informed as to why, how, where, when.
Yeah.
The pertinent questions need to be answered.
Correct. Yep. Correct.
But back to the report, the report is saying a whole lot, and we can't ignore half of what the report is saying, because everything that it's saying is things that we have been saying from the beginning of time. I'm seeing GT Starboy. We have GT Rude Girl, GT Starboy. It's a whole lot, a whole lot of GT people.
But I really want to thank all of those folks who join us. Folks have been asking us for our Zelle number, and we have it there. But I really want to thank all the folks who join us on a daily basis. You guys have truly become family, and that Zelle number is 864, the telephone number, 864 316 316 8403. 864 316 8403. 8403. 864 316 8403. Yep. These guys have really, really become family. We're so thankful to all of you. So very, very thankful to all of you guys. You make the difference. You make the difference in our programs. And we're going to keep updating you with this information. Yes, someone was asking us early on whether or not Mr. Aubrey Norton, leader of the PNCR, leader of the opposition, leader of APNU, is meeting with Mr. Ali. And the answer is yes, they plan to meet, and they're going to be discussing some constitutional matters. And one is hopeful that some other issues are raised as well.
Sharon Naomi Drucker is here saying, "Oh, you have Zelle now. Naomi, you gotta get some lashes."
Naomi. Guys, if you need a number, kindly WhatsApp us and we're gonna have it for you. If you need a number, WhatsApp us. 627-696 is a WhatsApp number. We're gonna send you guys just so you have the right number, because I know this is bank to bank. Zelle is bank to bank.
Yeah.
So we want to ensure that you have the right number.
Correct.
Right? And you, I know, would want to ensure you have the right number as well. So WhatsApp us. We have one WhatsApp number, 627-6963. That's the one WhatsApp number we have, and we're gonna let you guys know. Send you the information crystal clear. Any guidance you need, we're gonna let you guys know.
Naomi said, "I didn't know you have Zelle. It's convenient."
Well, Naomi, you know now. I thought you know.
Oh my goodness. I see Keith Evans asking what the board represents, and believe it or not, it's the Harpy Eagle being represented here. The intention is for it to represent the Harpy Eagle. I'm thinking probably the material that they utilized was not best for them to get to that actual finished product as the intention should have been. I'm trying to be so nice today.
We had for breakfast, man.
I'm trying to be nice. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to be nice because I respect art and all of that. And sometimes, art is perception, and I think that at some point in time, I hope that it is corrected. It should be corrected.
Well, you heard a man standing by his board? Irfan standing by his body?
I cannot pretend you did not say it.
That's what the article said. You read the article for us.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do without all these persons and all the comments? And Shelly says this is a jumbie bird.
Shelly knows something we don't, apparently. Shelly knows something we don't. Apologies there. Shelly knows something we don't.
Margaret says that Jared, you are being very diplomatic. I am. I don't want to cause anybody any emotional distress. So I don't want to be
at least of all the artists, because we might be able to bear the other burden.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the fact that whomever designed and did it, I'm honestly thinking that because of the fact, I'm honestly thinking, Don Cook, that because of the fact that we saw for ourselves that they had that entire area, they did clay brick completely through. And then one morning they just got up, a couple days before the opening of the road, and just break out the clay brick and decided that they're putting something in the middle there. It just gives an indication of the length of time the artist would have had to actually put together something. So hurry walk. There is the representation there.
The different, and we have to learn to strive for excellence, guys. As we wrap up, we have to learn to strive for excellence in everything that we do. We can't just hurry walk will not do, right? That can't be the standard. Hurry walk
Yeah.
cannot be the standard.
Cannot be the standard. It needs to be fixed, and it needs to be fixed fast. These persons are distracted when using the road and they cause accidents. So we can't have that. Persons, and since that board is there, we had quite a few things happening at the roundabout
Yeah.
itself.
Amar was watching on the board the other day, just run off the road.
That's what I'm
Right? He
doing.
just watching the board and he run off the road.
Yeah,
He distracted the board. The board got some. The eye is just different. I would just say that the eye is different, right?
guys, if you want to see a true representation of the harpy eagle, I'll encourage you to go and take a stop by the botanical gardens and go into the zoo. I think it's $200 per ticket for adults and $100 per child, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the price.
Yeah.
If you want to see what the harpy eagle should be looking like, you could just take
True representation.
a true representation.
It's
of
an
the
actual harpy bird.
Yes.
Eagle there.
You can actually go there and see it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful bird.
Yeah, people
Beautiful
say what I have
animal.
here is a scarecrow.
It is scary. I'm hoping there is no light on it in the night. I'm thinking.
You come around the dark, turn and you splat them. It's a jumbie here. It's a jumbie bird. Folks, we're so grateful to each and every one of you who would have joined us, guys. We're so grateful, and we want to thank you, folks, for joining us today.
Court Paris, you were funny. Court said eagle to carry crow come in.
That's gonna do us at our end.
Oh my
Right?
goodness.
That's gonna do it from our end. Right?
Desmond Harris, how are you doing? You say you're watching from home, wherever home is. Home is always a good place to be. I need to go home a little bit early today. I see Tamika Webster is here, and that is a bad dream and a nightmare. Persons, when I said this before, actually, I said when you have a wide cross section of society having one collective view of something, you can't just ignore this view and just put it one side. The view is that it needs to be corrected, and because of that, there's a wide cross section of society asking for it to be corrected. The right and proper thing to do, responsive governance, will tell you that you have to actually answer the calls of the people and actually
Yep.
make very well sure that you are going to correct it, because the people said that it is not a true representation of what they would like to see there.
Yep. Candy, you are live with us. You are live with us. We wanted to hear from you. We've been just being a little facetious today. We want to know how things are at your end. You are live with us. How are you doing, Candy? Folks, the one and only, one of our super fans, Candy Lillian Energy.
I am good. But I've been missing your show a lot these days.
I know. It's pulling you in for fitness, It's pulling you in for fitness. Make it right, Candy. Make it right.
Oh, it's my apology. You'll have to speak for yourself all together from now on. Exactly.
Please and thank you.
Anyways,
How is Keldon?
I don't know what to say. These people in this parliament need to get out of there. We need to get them out, Sharon. We need to get them out.
I agree with you. I tend to agree with you, Candy. I tend to agree with you.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Judith is here with me as well.
Sometimes I wake up. I'm so mad. It's like I want to go walk into parliament and just beat the hell out of everybody.
I understand that. It's frustration.
You know?
It's frustration. We understand that. That's frustration.
Very upsetting. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do want to pull all my hair from my head off.
Mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm.
very angry.
But we understand that this is not a physical confrontation we have with people we disagree with, but it's a political one.
I have a complaint that I spoke to you about recently, and then I spoke to you about it a few months, I guess. What about the disability funds with the disability people to them? Uh, a few days back, I made a phone call to the office where they have to go and get their and whatever. And the woman in there was very rude, and she was like, "Okay, when we get the book, we can call you back." So I was like, "This is how they deal with people, especially that the ones that are disabled."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Sadly.
and hung the phone up. It was very rude. I mean, and she didn't even give us much information as to when, to look forward to when, because the person, the young lady has been going there quite often, and they're telling her to come back in 3 months. In 3 months, they told her that in 3 months time you should check us back, and she has been doing that for quite some time now, and there's nobody saying anything about it because I guess these people are disabled, so they don't really, whatever. However, it hang and swing, that's it. They don't have a voice to say, well, okay, we can stand up for ourselves and say, well, we need our finance because we're people too. We need needs. We have needs. We have medical needs. We have other stuff. So the other day when she went back to the place, they tell her to come back in 3 months. So I don't know what's going on with that or what's up with that. So that's the issue that I wanted to see about. So if there's anything else, I will let you know.
Thanks very much for
And
coming through, Candy. Thank you so
happy
much.
birthday. And Teresa, you do have a wonderful
You too. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's how we roll here. That's how we roll here.
Shared, I
That's
believe
how we
that you
roll.
shared an incorrect number.
Folks, our number is pinned to the page. Right? To all those persons who want to query, it's pinned to the page. It's pinned to the page. Right? 627-6963 is our WhatsApp number. It's pinned there.
That's not pinned. You pinned 627-4943.
All right. The number that is pinned there, for all the haters, right? We've corrected it. 627-6963. Right? It's pinned there. So, for your attention. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for joining us. All right? Thanks for joining me.
Guys,
Should you argue with me here?
I'm
Right?
arguing
Block up
strong.
selector, pace and power. Tamika Webster, pace and power. Bikem, is it Bakim, Bikem, Summer? Good to see you. Sumner, good to see you. Marilyn Thomas, good to see you. Kim Walker. Guys, thanks for joining our podcast. We're so grateful that you guys joined us. We're going to be back this evening at 8. We in the ring. Good to have you guys with us. Rita, final word, good to see you.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, is it Becky Sumner's? Yes, I see you. Becky Sumner's talking about the numbers. So, yes, it's 627-6963.
Mhm.
So yeah, good idea. Thank you for catching that. Kim Walker, Maxine Monroe, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Well, Jared is going to be seeing you this evening at 8
Believe it or
p.m.
not, believe it or not.
in the ring, where he would be throwing some heavyweight punches, as he often do
Ping,
every
bang,
single
ping.
night.
Ping, bang, ping.
Knocking some people out completely. So I, my
Yeah.
dear, can't throw a punch to save my life. So,
That's why I'm here. You don't worry. That's why I would
when people talk about my laugh, when I'm actually doing a podcast, I get a chance to hear it back clear as ever, and I don't understand. You see this laugh? My God.
Ping, bang, ping. Bing, bang, bing.
Yes.
That's it for our time here, guys. Stay safe.
Have a good one.